Ancient Rome Sports by Brooke and Lily Mattingly.
This is the arena where all the action happens, which is great entertainment to the audience. Females weren't allowed in the arena if they were under the age of 20 to watch. Males weren't allowed in the arena if they were under the age of 25. Normally, women did not compete, although they were occasionally brought into the arena.
Women athletes were also called gymnasts, and they would only go against dwarves at night because they were nude, so it was more convenient for the men watching.
Normally, women did not compete, although they were occasionally brought into the arena. Some men fantasized about athletic women because they were required to stay in shape. When women were brought into the arena, they were known as a special treat. Sometimes they would advertise the woman up front as something spectacular. Some Roman authors would often write about when women were competing too.
Roman sports are both similar and different from sporting events today. Athletes were the ones who participated in the public games that won prizes for having the most agility and strength. When they won prizes, they became rich and or famous. They practiced so much that they became pros. Even slaves could become rich and famous and buy their freedom.
Some men got called weak when women could do the same thing, so the people would get a wild beast in the arena to fight against the dude to make it harder. Then the audience would make a sign to show that they wanted the man to live or die.
The exercity was the place where wrestlers exercised. Athletes were those who competed to win a prize in running, wrestling, and boxing, which was in the arena.
Chariot races are like derbies because men go there and bet on who will win. Chariot races were driven by professionals, which were usually slaves. In NASCAR races, there were often crashes. That's what happened in chariot races too. Either the horse or racer died each time. Chariot racing lasted long after the gladiatorial games because Christians were okay with it, and it was the same or more popular and entertaining than the gladiatorial games. It was also one of the oldest.
A modern racetrack now would be called a circus in ancient Rome. So they raced here, and like I said before, a horse or the racer died each time.
As you can see, there are helmets on both of the men's heads. They wore this because there were often crashes. Sometimes even the horses would wear them too.
This is a gladiator. Upper class saw them as worthless creatures. Competitors in Rome were usually slaves, but they were forbidden to play the great games. Roman sports was based on violence. Originally had no exercise buildings, but eventually the wealthy Romans built them, called the gymnasium and palaestrae, so that they could practice for the games. This was a very popular sport.
Thanks for watching!